Welcome back. You're still tuned into Halftime Report on CNBC TV18. Well, let's get talking to one particular company. Mankind Pharma is the next management on the show. Revenue growth came in line, led by domestic and export markets. To discuss this and more, we have Rajeev Juneja, who's the Vice Chairman and Managing Director of the company, joining in. Mr. Juneja, hi. Welcome to the show. Good to see you in. Let's start with the margin guidance. That was a little bit of a disappointment to the street because you've guided for around 25 to 26%. The street was probably working with around 27%. It's a small difference, but nonetheless, what is your guidance on margins based on? And is there a chance of probably surpassing it or increasing it?
Hi, Ekta. Good morning. And whenever we go for any kind of a guidance, we make sure that we basically come up to that. Rather, we should surprise the market. And historically, we have always been very, very conservative company. And in the last couple of quarters, we have done plenty of, improvements, changes. You can call it commercial excellence. A lot of changes have happened in the last couple of years in Mankind, couple of quarters in Mankind. Based on that, we can say that whatever we commit to the market, we should come with flying color. And that's one reason we have given 25 to 26%. Even last year, you see what was our guidance. It was 25 to 26%. We came to 26% around.
Okay, all right. So you are probably looking to maybe increase it as you go along. Just wanted to, before we talk about the BSV acquisition, actually, let's talk about the BSV acquisition because that's linked to, your margins as well. You had indicated that, there would be synergies between 12 to 24 months. Where does that stand in terms of synergies with BSV? And what is the launch pipeline looking like? I know you've increased your market share in gynecology, but overall, what would the launch pipeline in women's health and gynecology look like now?
Look at this synergy, look at this BSV. In the month of October, we just took this company in our fold. And whatever initial steps are very, very important once you take over a company is just go inside, try to integrate, understand the company. It takes some time. And one of the most important thing we have done is that we have brought top leadership changes a bit as far as the domestic is concerned. We brought some leader from the topmost companies in gynecology and brought over there. BSV also had one more portfolio that they took from TTK that we have taken in the fold of Mankind prescription side because if you just look at BSV has two sides. One is high entry barrier, IVF, anti-venom, vaccine side. And the second side, they are just Me Too generic products, branded generic products like we promote that basically has come to Mankind side. But these products are iconic brands, Usopan and Lactea. These are very, very good brands. So we have two jobs in our hand. One, making sure that these products, which have come in Delhi division of Mankind, reach to maximum number of customers, and we can exploit the full potential of that. The second basically is what? Making sure that BSV's great products, amazing products, have good penetration. We can reach to the masses. That we are doing. And as far as the new launches are concerned, it's very early to speak anything about that.
What about the diabetes product? You did say that you are looking to expand out there and you've made notable strides in R&D for a molecule for obesity plus diabetes. So I wanted your thoughts on how far are we away from the launch? What's the progress on out-licensing, etc.? That's point number one. And are you also looking at Semaglutide? You said sometime next year. What's the plan here?
The first question's answer basically is what? It is in phase 2, and I cannot tell you in how many months, but we'll try to just fasten up the process of phase 2, and that's one reason it is not happening in India. We are basically very hungry, very aggressive. We just want somehow that this product should come in the market because initial results are quite encouraging, and that's one reason we are putting our bucks on that particular product. As far as the Semaglutide is concerned, this product will get off patent next year. And we are quite hopeful that we'll get in license, we'll get this product to be launched next year.
How big is the opportunity here? I mean, what we're trying to understand is from a Mankind Pharma standpoint, what's the revenue target, market share target that you would have? What is the size of the market here in India, and how much would you get?
Cannot give any kind of projection on that, but we are very, very happy and excited that we will be launching. And as far as the opportunity is concerned, there's a tremendous opportunity because this is not a kind of a product. This will not remain a kind of a product which will remain in the hands of only topmost doctors or specialist doctors. This will go down the line as well. Gynecologists, physicians, surgeons, diabetologists, everybody would be needing. Every place this product would be having some kind of a scope. And since our reach is very, very deep, so we see that we're a very appropriate company to launch this product.
Okay. Well, just wanted to touch upon the OTC segment. You grew around 15% in FY25, and it seems as though the changes that you had made in this particular segment are now probably showing up in terms of numbers. Give us a sense in terms of what the new launches are, and are you going to probably better this 15% growth?
We basically say, we'll always be in high teens as far as the growth is concerned. And we took one product from Panacea, Nimulid, that is in launching stage. Initial response is very good. Plus, in consumer side, it's never the new launches. It is always whatever brands you have built. How can you just increase the sales of those products by launching different SKUs? And that we are continuously doing it. Whether it's Praga News or Manforce, Gas-So-Fast is one brand we are very, very bullish. It is growing at a very, very good growth, 26% plus. One more product where we are just having a lot of expectations, that is OVA News. On these products we are working right now.
Okay. Now, just coming to the debt part of it, you have debt of around 5,784 crores. You have reduced your debt, say, on a Q-on-Q basis, because you did have that hotel that you sold, the Mahananda Spa to Chalet Hotels for 530 odd crores. Any more such transactions, and what would your debt reduction plan be?
We said in the starting of our quarter that the debt to EBITDA ratio would be less than two times. So it stands right now 1.8 times. Don't have any extra kind of a side business or any subsidiary which can be hived off. Hopefully, by the end of 27, early 28, this will be totally repaid back.
Right. And final question, domestic business, which crossed about 10,000 crores in FY25. You have a target of growing it by 26% in the next year in FY26. How much of that will come from chronic? How much of that will come from consumer? How much of that will come from BSV? If you could break that 26% growth up in terms of what the contributors of these growth will be.
See, as far as the chronic is concerned, we basically are making all the efforts to make sure that chronic really grows. Last year, our chronic has come to 37% of our total sales. BSV will do its own bit, but hopefully, we'll be growing more than the IPM, 1.2 times to 1.3 times next year. These are the expectations. OTC is doing fantastic.
Okay. Just on the acute, how much are you expecting it to grow vis-a-vis chronic?
As a whole, we can say that to IPM and this, as a whole, this will be 1.2 to 1.3 times total revenue. In chronic side, we can expect 1.3 to 1.4 times, and the rest will fall on acute side.
Okay, all right, Mr. Juneja, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that's Mankind Pharma, that's talking a bit subdued, down around 1%. Well, we take a short break. Up next, we'll focus on the F-note trades at this time.